following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
It's time for the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring, Van Meter 9 and the Sycamore at Stonebridge, Queen Dental, Reed's Distributor, Tobin's Country Catering, TRG Services, Valley Health, Hagerstown Ford, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, CMA Chevy and Toyota dealerships of Martinsburg, WVU Medicine, Cody's Auto Body, Parsons Ford, the Mansion Freddy Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Orsini's Home Store, Burke Schultz, Harmon and Jenkinson, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mother Shuckers, the Skinner Law Firm, the Mirius Group, Rocks, and the Palace Lounge. Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park. Here on the Skinner Law pregame show, brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. We're here day one of the American Legion West Virginia State Tournament from P.O. Faulkner Park. Game 2 will be between Wellsburg Post 34 and South Charleston Post 94. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini with you for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin McLaughlin back at the studio. Nick, we've got a matchup here between Wellsburg and South Charleston, where Wellsburg is kind of the Cinderella story of the tournament, where they only had a 4-9 record on the entire year, but they were able to get into the area tournament, upset Parkersburg, the favorite to make it out of that area, and here they are.
Yeah, that's kind of the, I guess, double-edged sword, you could say, of the area tournament. If you're a team like Parkersburg, who had a better record, had a better regular season, everything for them was slightly better. You know, Wellsburg coming in here 4-9 and able to pull off those upsets to get to this point. You know, the regular season didn't matter so much for them, but they battled through the area tournament. They won when the games mattered most, and they're here. Only a 13-game season is the lowest by far out of all the teams here. So that's another interesting thing about this tournament. On the other side, South Charleston, post 94, I mean, pretty good season, 19-8-1, so they didn't, I guess, finish a game. But other than that, I mean, they've been one of the better teams in the state. I think they've had some games against post 14, but we haven't seen them play. So don't know too much about these teams, but you know, Wellsburg up in that northern Panhandle, they come through, they get to this point. They're here, and people didn't probably expect them to be here, but hey, they have an opportunity. They have a chance. I guess it'd be Brooke County, so I think it'd be Brooke High School, which is the same colors, I do believe, so that would make some sense. A lot of these guys probably play from that area, so we'll see. How things play out, and then on the South Charleston post 94 side, you got a solid team in that area of Charleston where there's a lot of good baseball. So should be a fun game and should be a good tournament overall. And Dylan looks like he's clearing some things up, so we can keep it here, and I'll just, again, we got some more games going on. Today we'll have a game at 4 p.m. between Wheeling Post 1 and Charleston Post 65, and then the nightcap Post 14 plays against Morgantown Post 2. So, a lot of good stuff here, Dylan.
Yep, we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, and we should be ready for first pitch. This American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Chevy Summer Drive event is happening now at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Right now, get a new 2024 Equinox with 1.9% financing for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. And get up to $3,000 off MSRP. Or check out a new 2024 Silverado 1500 and get up to $6,000 off MSRP. But hurry in, these deals won't last forever. Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Welcome back to P.O. Faulkner Park for Game 2 of the American Legion West Virginia State Baseball Tournament. Get you our starting lineups, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Let's start out with the away team, Wellsburg Post 34. Starting lineup will be leading off the shortstop, number 39, Raymond DeFranco. Batting second will be the center fielder, number 16, Braden McFarland. Then it'll go number 3 spot, number 44, the catcher, Garrett Moore. Cleanup spot will be Hunter Mozingo playing first base, wearing number 25. It'll be Matt Gear wearing number 6, playing third base in the 5 spot. Then Zach O'Mary wearing number 0 in left field. Batting seventh, it'll be the second baseman, number 3, TJ DiCaprio. In the 8th spot, it's right fielder, number 31, Hunter Nicely. And rounding things out is today's starting pitcher for Wellsburg, number 10, Caleb Billick. And on the other side for South Charleston Post 94, it'll be leading off shortstop, number 4, Aiden Youngblood. Then it'll be Braden Sloan, center fielder, number 2, batting second. In the 3 spot, it's first baseman, number 14, Jaden Lester. Batting cleanup is the catcher, number 24, Corbin Dixon. Batting fifth, third baseman, number 1, Gavin Comer. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 23, Braden Starcher. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 25, Carson Fry. Then it's Chuck Kelly batting eighth and wearing number 11 and playing second base. And rounding things out in the lineup will be left fielder, number 8, Tyler Richardson. Starting battery, when we come up here in the top of the first, it's going to be for South Charleston, Sammy Sheets on the mound, wearing number 10 for South Charleston. And then it's Corbin Dixon behind the plate.
I think we're waiting a national anthem, but I don't think there will be another one.
They just do, I believe they're just reciting the Legion anthem out on the field.
All right, my bad.
South Charleston coaches Mike Stone.
So we'll get ready. It's 82 degrees here in Martinsburg right now at 1 o'clock. Got 5-mile-per-hour winds. Feels like 83 degrees, 62% humidity. Weather brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. I think we have time to fit in one more break. I think we can take just a minute break back at the studio. And when we come back, we'll have first pitch It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Top of the first inning is brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. Be South Charleston post 94, starting things out in the field. Sammy Sheets starting things on the mound. And well, if pitchers named Sammy are going to have the same kind of day throughout the day today, regardless of game, then it's going to be hard for Wellsburg to get any hits today, Nick, as we saw what Sammy Vianney for Bridgeport in the first game today.
Yeah, or just if the day just continues to be what we saw in that first game.
Right, Sammy Vianney.
In total, we had 4 hits. So.
Yeah, for Bridgeport, gave up 1 hit, and that wasn't until the 7th inning. He went 7 2/3 as the game was scoreless into extra innings, and Bridgeport got a 1-0 win.
And for Bridgeport, too, their hits were bunts. So
yeah,
we didn't have a whole lot of offense.
Potomac Valley post 64. First pitch of the game is in the dirt for a ball. First pitch is brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. His second pitch is also in for a ball. Sheets will run one inside. The leadoff hitter for Wellsburg, Raymond DeFranco, was able to hold back his swing. Check down the first just in case. And the 3-0 from Sheets is ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to start off the day for Wellsburg.
Well, that's a good sign of some possible early offense with the leadoff walk. So we'll see what Wellsburg can do here early in the game. I mean, definitely a weird, I guess, team to be here with their record. Just so, I mean, they got to kind of feel like the underdogs and really have nothing to lose.
First pitch from Braden McFarland is popped up into foul territory. The first baseman for South Charleston, Jaden Lester, is able to make the play for the first out. So not able to move up that base runner after leading off the inning. At least not on the next batter. That'll bring up Garrett Moore, the catcher for Wellsburg, and he'll foul one straight back.
And Moore kind of a bigger guy, so I'd say he's got, I would guess, decent bit of power. Only wears one glove.
Next pitch is going to be hit on the ground towards second base. Can they turn 2? They get the play at first, and they double him up at second base. 4-6-3 to retire the side, and just 3 batters. So 1 left on, 1 hit for Wellsburg. 1 walk for Wellsburg. And just like that, we'll go to the bottom of the first after the 60-second break. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor. And then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today. Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Bottom of the first inning on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com. Starting battery for Wellsburg as they take the field for the first time is going to be Caleb Billick starting on the mound for post 34. And he'll be throwing to Garrett Moore behind the plate. Starting batteries brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. You can call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. It's a quick inning at the bat for Wellsburg in the top of the first. They drew a leadoff walk and then got themselves a pop-up and a 4-6-3 double play. So moving quickly here. Second game starts off a lot like the first one, with not a lot of offense. We'll see if South Charleston can change that.
Yeah, I mean, positive is we got an early base runner. We didn't see that in that first game, I don't believe. So he put some pressure on early, I mean, with the walk, but could just be until South Charleston settled in a little bit better out there on the mound. But again, it's so early, it's hard to get a gauge for what kind of game we're going to get. But we'll see what the South Charleston offense can do. Again, they had a solid season. So they would be the favorite in this one at 19-8-1, but this is Legion baseball. Anything can happen.
This first pitch, hit by Aiden Youngblood, is hit in the shallow center field. Wellsburg coming in and making the plays. Braden McFarland, the center fielder. There's a little bit of confusion, I think it looked like. It wasn't the easiest fly ball in the world to come in on, but McFarland calls off to Capio, the second baseman, and makes the play.
Wonder if this game will play the winner of the night game tomorrow at 7 p.m. The night game features Morgantown in post 14.
Brings up Braden Sloan, center fielder for South Charleston. Wind up from Billick and his first pitch. Run inside for a ball. It's an interesting dynamic. We kind of got into it. And Wellsburg only 4-9 on the season. Just to put that into perspective, South Charleston's won more games than Wellsburg has played in total. The next pitch is also a ball, 3-0, I should say.
Yes, positive then is you're probably pretty fresh if you're Wellsburg at this point of the season, but also maybe not as warm in some ways when you're pitching and stuff like that. Haven't thrown as many innings, so
3-0 comes across for a strike.
Yeah, it goes back and forth, I guess.
And the 3-1 is going to be hit, lined in the left field. The left fielder is going to jump up and make the play. Zach O'Mary. A nice catch. It looked like he ran in on it a little too far, but he was able to at least extend up and make the catch.
It was a good play out there in left field. Like you said, I thought maybe he either hesitated or overran the play a little bit initially, but once he got a read on it, made a good play.
Brings up Jaden Lester, who's going to ground the first pitch over towards second base. DiCaprio is going to make the throw to first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down to start the bottom of the first. And just like that, we will go to the second. Still scoreless here between South Charleston and Wellsburg after this 60-second break. This is the American Legion State Tournament on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
After quickly moving through the first inning, we go to the the top of the second. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit BurkeandSchultz.com. We play hardball. No score between Wellsburg and South Charleston here in the second game of the West Virginia American Legion State Tournament. Dylan Bishop and Nick Verzolini with you on the call. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Can't say they went 1-2-3, but only 3 batters came up for Wellsburg. Draw a leadoff walk and then double play. Eventually got the South Charleston post 94 out of the inning. Ball 1 to Hunter Mozingo to start the second. Now the second pitch from Sheets will also come in for a ball.
Correction, the young man's name is Mozingo.
Sheets will ready on the mound and throw the 2-0 in for a strike.
Yeah, we'll see what Sheets has in this inning. Obviously, led off of a walk here. He falls behind Mozingo 2-1.
Sheets pitching out of the stretch, even with no runners on, throws another strike. I think that's just the change that he just made. He was pitching out of a more of a windup after the 2-0 count. Seems a little more comfortable out of the stretch. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mozingo goes down swinging. Start off the second.
Yeah, great pitch from Sheets. Just kind of dropped down there at the last moment to get the strikeout. So, see what he's got here. I mean, so far, Sheets looks good, looks pretty confident. He stands pretty tall out there on the mound. So
he'll get the first pitch to Matt Gear to catch the outside corner. And the 0-1 is going to be fouled off. South Charleston, bright orange jerseys with gray lettering, gray trim, white pants, black hats with orange bills. Here comes the 0-2. Another foul ball. Wellsburg, post 34, with a yellow jersey, green lettering, white pants, green hats as well, yellow numbering, very reminiscent of the Oakland A's. Soon to be, Sacramento A's, then Las Vegas A's? Or
just the A's.
Who knows? Yes, just the A's. Another swinging strikeout on the 0-2. 2 up, 2 down on 2 strikeouts here in the top of the second.
They don't claim a city here come 2025. The Wellsburg, West Virginia.
Yeah, Wellsburg
A's.
only claims the city or the town. Ball 1's outside to O'Mary. So, I don't know, maybe the A's can be the Wellsburg A's.
Probably not.
And ball 2. 2-0. Well, I can't imagine they can play in much smaller of a stadium than they're going to play in, so they might as well play wherever. Ball 3. Zach O'Mary, number 0 in left field. Saw him make a nice play in the last half of the inning out in the field. Sammy Sheets off to a good start on the mound for South Charleston, but he's behind this batter, 3-0, and there's strike one. Still scoreless here, 2 outs in the top of the second. 3-1 count is another hack and another miss for a Wellsburg batter. Runs the count full. Sheets readies with the payoff pitch, and that'll be outside for ball 4.
Yeah, Sheets obviously wanted to come back and get that one and get the strikeout, but just missing there on that 4th pitch. So he's got a second walk, and that's been all the offense so far for Wellsburg. They've been able to get on with these walks, but yeah, I don't know what it's going to really take. I mean, they clearly have some good size in the lineup, big kids or young men, depending on the age group exactly. But I mean, can they find ways to score runs? Obviously, they didn't play a lot of games, so it's very tough to get a great read on this team, but they're coming off of a win over Parkersburg to get them here.
TJ DiCapio's at bat starts off with a ball and then a strike.
Parkersburg, baseball-wise, pretty solid usually, so pretty surprising to see that upset. Hey, they're here now, so
1-1 from Sheets. Breaking ball can't quite catch the outside corner. 2-1. Still no score. Top of the second. Runner on first with 2 outs for Wellsburg. The 2-1 is going to be high for ball 3.
And if things, continue with how they've played throughout the day, it's been very much a defensive game, low-scoring game, which really, I think, plays well to the underdog.
And we'll get a mound visit here at 3-1. See, Sheets has had some trouble finding the zone after a quick start to the inning with 2 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lose another guy here to a walk. So I think maybe just get Sheets calm down, get him to throw some strikes, and see if he can, get you out of the inning here with pretty minimal damage. So
Sheets is up to 25 pitches here as we draw close to the end of inning number 2, potentially with 2 outs. Now to 26 as game changer updates. And the mound visit concludes. And we're back with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul ball straight back. DiCapio wearing number 3, playing second base today. Sheets with a long look in, and now a throw over to first. Trying to pick off O'Mary. And now a payoff pitch. Runner goes. Ball 4. I think Sheets thought it found the zone. It looks like it's a little high. Puts another runner on with a second straight walk. It's his 3rd so far.
Number 31, right fielder, Hunter Nicely.
Brings up Hunter Nicely in the 8th spot. Right fielder, number 31. Sheets trying to close off an inning. After 2 straight strikeouts, here's the throw to the plate, and he gets a swinging strike 1. Fastball inside that one. Sheets looks back at second base to O'Mary and throws. Foul ball. It's O'Mary on second. DiCaprio on first. Wellsburg trying to cash in their first base runners in scoring position, and they will not. Strike 3 looking. Sheets strikes out 3 for the 3 outs of the second inning here in the top half. Let 2 runners get on base with 2 walks, but no damage done in the end. With that, we'll take a 60-second break and come back with the bottom of the second. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We move to the bottom of the second, still scoreless here at P.O. Faulkner Park. Bottom second brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect. Offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. It'll be the second time at the bat for South Charleston, post 94. 19-8-1 on the season. They'll bring up their catcher, number 24, Colton Dixon, who swings and misses at the first pitch of the inning. And Billick will wind and fire and not find the zone on this one. Close ball. Billick was able to get through the first inning in just 7 pitches. And this one will be hit into the air, center field. Backing up for it is McFarland, and he's going to make the catch as he backs up, makes the play for the first out. So McFarland already busy through 4 batters. The second play he's had to make out in center. It's only taken 10 pitches for Billick to get 4 outs. Now we'll see Gavin Comer. He's going to swing at the first pitch and hit it into right field line and off the glove of Nicely out in right field, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Rounding second, going for third is Comer. He's going to stand up on third base. First base runner of the game for South Charleston. E9 gets him over to third with 1 out. That's tough for your pitcher.
Number 23.
Sure. He has been pitching the contact, though, so, you never know. Those mistakes can be bound to happen. Balls get put in play.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be kind of crazy if we didn't see that kind of stuff happen throughout another game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even though it's a completely different matchup, just, South Charleston, again, solid team. So both these teams, all the teams are good if you've gotten to this point, but it just, Wellsburg doesn't, I guess, had a lot to get through.
Braden Starcher's going to chop one to third base, and it's going to bounce off of the glove of Matt Gear. It was a tough play for him to try to make, a high chopper. He had to come in and try to grab right off the ground as it bounced.
Something we're not really considering here, Dylan. Not a lot of these teams have probably played too much baseball on turf, you would imagine.
That's a good point, Nick.
Not a lot of turf fields here in the state. So, especially when you're playing at this level. So, probably not super familiar with how that's going to play on the ground. And we didn't see it really a factor in Game 1 because, wasn't a whole lot of contact, or at least that kind of contact. But It's going to be tough, I think, to field ground balls today for most of these teams that either haven't played at this field or haven't really played on turf ever.
Starcher, the designated hitter, gets on base. Going to start off with a 1-1 count to the right fielder, Carson Fry. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Pickoff attempt by Billick is a little low, but gathered in by Mozingo. Good chance at an early run for South Charleston. Here's the 1-1. It'll be high and outside. Bring the count to 2-1. See if Wellsburg can get out of the jam after a 3-base error. 2-1 runs inside. Fry is able to get out of the way. The lefty Fry steps back in. And he'll look at ball 4. Bases loaded. With just 1 out here in the second.
Yes, it feels like, again, a big opportunity here for South Charleston. I wonder how they'll play things with the bases loaded, 1 out.
Second baseman Chuck Kelly.
Getting down toward the bottom of the order, so.
Yep, 8th spot. Chuck Kelly, the second baseman, will step up.
Do you maybe try a squeeze? I mean, I don't know what kind of bat Kelly is. Obviously don't know much about these teams here in the state tournament, but that is an option for you if you want. But it feels like on the mound you're seeing some struggles, so I think you probably at least play until you see a good strike.
The ball gets past the catcher, but not getting a great jump. Also a pretty fast pitch, and a quick recovery by Garrett Moore means that Comer will stay at third base.
Yeah, I think it's too early in the game to take the bat out of your guy's hands here, especially when, again, he's falling behind here 2-0.
Comer on third, Starcher on second, Fry on first. Here's the 2-0. Called strike 1.
Yeah, apparently, right? Didn't look like it necessarily from up here, but umpires got a better view than us.
I thought it ran inside into the batter's box, but we have a 2-1 count. The next pitch can be hit on the ground towards shortstop. And try to draw the double play. There's this one at second. Play at first, safe. Chuck Kelly beats out the double play to allow the run to score.
You don't hear the name Chuck very often anymore.
You don't. You don't really.
Yeah, good job by Kelly. Get on there with the ground ball and do what he can to drive in that run, avoid the double play with his hustle, and now he's taking second. They'll throw to third. It's kind of interesting. But, hey, I mean, maybe it was, I think it was a good play, honestly, by the catcher, because maybe you catch that guy just coming up throwing and he thinks he's going to second and he can take home, but not the case.
Chopper towards first, but it stays foul.
So, wasn't expecting a throw to third there, and then we saw it.
So Carson Fry's Chuck Kelly's fielder's choice RBI allows Gavin Comer to score. 1-0 here in the bottom of the second for South Charleston. 0-2 is bounced on the turf. Tyler Richardson stepping in here with now runners on second and third and 2 outs.
Still would like, I think, here to take advantage.
1-2 popped up into shallow left field, looking up for it, and making the play is O'Mary for the third out. So an early error leads to a run up on the board for South Charleston in the bottom of the second. So they'll have a 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the third after the 60-second break. It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Top of the third. Run up on the board for South Charleston in the bottom of the second. Top of the third is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Our first run of regulation as we get into the second game of this tournament. First game, we didn't see a run until the extras.
That's a good point.
We'll see strike one looking to Caleb Billick. Start off the inning. 9-1-2 hitters for Wellsburg due up. And he'll look at strike two as well.
And Sheets has thrown two strong innings out there on the mound, so see if that continues here in the third.
0-2.
Nasty breaking ball.
And he got him. Didn't take the bat off the shoulders for that one. Strike three looking. Fourth strikeout for Sammy Sheets.
Back to the top of the order for Wellsburg, number 39, Raymond DeFranco.
Brings back up the top of the order Raymond DeFranco, who started off the game with a walk. He'll hit a foul ball on the first pitch.
Look at South Charleston playing some great baseball this month.
There's a swinging strike two.
Just two losses in the month to Charleston post 65 and Beckley post 32. That's it.
0-2, doesn't quite get the outside corner. Braden McFarland on deck. In this 1-0 ball game. There's 1-2, another breaking ball that again just doesn't quite catch the outside corner.
And they did play an extra game against Charleston post 65 to prepare for this tournament on Saturday. Doesn't count toward their
foul tip, but Dixon doesn't hold it into the glove.
Toward their record that we have on here of 19-8-1, but that was their 20th win, a 10-0 win. So played some really good baseball recently.
This one's hit into foul territory in right field. DeFranco stays alive. He'll step back in for another 2-2.
10-2 this month, so if you count that other win against Charleston.
And here's the pitch. Outside, ball three. Sheets runs the count full. And here's the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground towards first. It'll be Lester taking it himself over to first base for out number two.
Number 16, Braden McFarland.
Wellsburg's been able to get 3 runners on with walks so far, but that's it. Brings up McFarland, who popped up over to Lester at first base in the first inning. First pitch from Sheets, low and outside.
What's crazy about Wellsburg is they lost a combined score of 24-1 in their 2 games against Parkersburg in the regular season.
Swing and miss for strike one.
And then they were able to head to the area tournament with a 8-0 loss to Wheeling, then a 4-2 win over Post 3, a 6-5 win over Parkersburg, and then an 11-0 loss to Wheeling in the area championship. But
ball 2 comes in high.
For them to get to this point after the regular season losses that they had of, the 24-1 in 2 games, pretty impressive.
Strike 2 does find the outside corner. 2-2, evened up now with 2 outs. South Charleston trying to keep the lead here in the top of the third, 1-0. And there's a swing and foul tip into the glove. Make it a 5th strikeout for Sammy Sheets. And a 1-2-3 inning for Wellsburg at the plate. It takes us to the bottom of the third after the 60-second break. Still 1-0 South Charleston, post 94 here in the American Legion State Tournament, Day 1. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Ride in style this summer with a new Toyota from CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot, including new Tacomas and Tundras. Lease a new 2024 Tacoma for only $279 a month for 36 months. Or check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $5,400 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's where owners just care more.
Go to the bottom of the third, brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the Tri-State, they have you covered. South Charleston post 94 come up to the plate, still leading 1-0 after last inning. We'll see the top of the order. 1, 2, 3 hitters come up for their second at-bats. It's a bunt from Youngblood, and he'll foul off. First pitch off to the left side. Moore comes from behind the plate to grab it. It's the 28th pitch from Caleb Billick as he starts his third inning of work. Oh, 1. No bunt this time. Outside for a ball. I think they just tried to catch the defense off guard on the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, if you have good speed, which you would presume here you do.
This is a jammed pitch on the inside. Gets right back to Billick on the mound. Throwing the first for the first out.
It certainly doesn't hurt to try to lay down a bunt, maybe catch the defense off guard, or at the very least, put the ball in play and challenge the defense a little bit. So we've already seen kind of how the ball can play a little bit weird here at P.O. Faulkner with the turf.
Strike 1 on the first pitch to Braden Sloan. Sloan flew out to left field on his first at-bat. Good play made out there by O'Mary in the bottom of the first. And he'll swing and miss at the 0-1. A fast start to this inning for Billick. Here's the 0-2. And he's going to bounce that one, trying to get Sloan to chase. This part of the lineup went 1-2-3 in the first time around. This is a long fly ball out to left field, and again O'Mary is going to have to make the play against Sloan. A lot easier this time to get under. Makes a catch for out number 2. Two up, 2 down to start the bottom of the third. Brings up Jaden Lester, who grounded out to second base to end the bottom of the first. First pitch to him will be outside for a ball.
Overall, it's been really good pitching on both sides.
This is a liner at second base this time, but the play is made on one bounce by DiCaprio. It was a slow roller to him last time, but still the out is made. And another 1-2-3 for the top of the South Charleston lineup. That'll take us to the 4th inning. After the 60-second break, South Charleston still leads 1-0. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Still 1-0 South Charleston after 3 full innings. Top of the 4th is brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today, or visit fmiwv.com. We 3-4-5 in the lineup due up for Wellsburg. So far, all they've gotten off of Sammy Sheets is 3 walks. No runs on the board.
Yes, if you can just cut down those walks and keep doing what you're doing, if you're Sheets, I mean, overall he's been good. So, if you're Wellsburg, you want to take advantage of some of those walks and put some balls in play and see if you can get some hits.
Garrett Moore will lead off. Top of the 4th, he grounded into a double play last time around. Can't do that this inning. He leads off, no one on the board, no one on base. Sheets starts with 2 straight balls. 5 strikeouts so far for Sheets. (2-0), foul ball. 2-1 count. It'll be Moore, Mozingo, and Gear. 2 up this inning for Wellsburg. 2-1 from Sheets. It's going to be another foul ball. Sheets at 50 pitches. And 51 will be hit on the ground to second base. Chuck Kelly throws to first and gets the out. So great pitching in this tournament so far to start off this second game, and carrying over from the first one.
It's either good pitching or bad offense.
Little column A, little column B, you never know.
Well, we'll give credit to the pitchers,
Yeah.
obviously. These teams are all pretty loaded.
First pitch to Mozingo's in for a strike.
You would imagine with it being Legion Baseball.
Now the 0-1. Hit up in the air. Shallow right field. Shallow enough for Chuck Kelly, the second baseman, to make the play.
I mean, like we said, we saw at the area tournament how well Post 64 hit the ball against Post 14 and Post 60, who both have good pitching. Post 14 was a little bit down on its pitching staff, but still, their 5th, 6th, 7th guys are probably as good as some teams' 3, 4, 5 guys. So
here is the 5 guy from Wellsburg.
I meant from the pitching standpoint, but yes, it is the 5-hole hitter.
I know what you meant.
Well, it still went pretty well there, so I liked it.
Count to Gear will start off 1-1 after a ball inside and a foul ball.
But, I mean, that lineup just hit everybody really well, so I think Vianney definitely threw a gem. And at the end of the day, if you're throwing strikes, you know, even if the offense is struggling that day or maybe not the best offense overall,
strike 2 here.
You can tell when a guy's feeling it, and so far we've seen some good stuff from Sheets. We've seen some good stuff from Billick on the other side. So, yeah, pitching's been impressive.
1-2 from Sheets. Breaking ball. Comes in a little low. Geared in chase.
But I would guess that most of these teams are throwing their number one pitcher. So, that should be kind of day one's most likely storyline, is it's going to be low-scoring pitchers' duels, you would expect, at least.
2-2 is just a bit outside. Brings the count full. Sheets with the 3-2. Gear will stay alive with a foul ball.
But I think maybe we'll see some runs in that night game.
We might. 3-2. Outside. And the little high for ball 4. Sheets, I think that breaking ball got away from him a little bit. So a 2-out base runner.
I don't know, because we haven't seen Morgantown Post 14 play without the Woodbats. So the Woodbats have led to some lower scoring games between those two teams. But maybe now they won't be using Woodbats this year. Might bring out some runs, we'll see.
Zach O'Mary will take a swing.
I shouldn't say this year, but in this game.
Nothing but air on that one, 0-1.
Zach O'Mary.
He drew a walk in his first at-bat. See what he can do with a runner on first and 2 outs. And here's a foul ball. Makes it 0-2. Gear on first base was the 4th walk given up by Sheets. But that's still the only way that Wellsburg's gotten on base. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3. Got it on the outside part of the plate. O'Mary goes down on strikes. 6th K for Sammy Sheets. Keeps South Charleston the 1-run lead. 1-0. As we go to the bottom of the 4th after this 60-second break. It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Bottom of the 4th on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. Revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. 1-0 here. First day. The American Legion state tournament here for West Virginia. Caleb Billick will get a swinging strike to start off his 4th inning of work. It's Corbin Dixon, cleanup hitter for South Charleston. He's going to hit the 0-1 on the ground towards shortstop. Raymond DeFranco throws on to first for the first out.
And another thing to note with the pitching, these two teams don't have any familiarity with each other. Not sure if Post 68 and Post 64 had any, but these teams don't see each other a lot in the state. The state's so spread out that you would think, with it being a small state, if you're unfamiliar, maybe you would think that these teams would play each other all the time, but not really the case.
First pitch swinging for Gavin Comer. He's going to get himself a hit. He was the one that reached base on a well-hit ball out to right field. An error got him on third base. He's going to get only the second hit for Post 94 here with 1 out in the 4th inning. And really the first sure hit. Ball 1 comes into Braden Starcher. If you really wanted to rule Braden Starcher's hit in the 2nd inning an error, you could.
So, as I was saying, 64 and 68, that was their first matchup.
Foul ball in the next pitch.
These two teams, it's their first matchup. We have seen Morgantown taking on Post 14. South Charleston has played a few of these teams, but I don't know if they've played... I'm sorry, Charleston has played a few of these teams. I don't know if they've played Wheeling, though, yet. Let me double check that.
Ball 2 comes in. Now the 2-1. We hit up in the air towards right field, over towards Nicely, and he will slide and just barely miss it over in foul territory.
So Wheeling has played South Charleston, but they haven't played Charleston. So everybody in the first round, except for Post 14, have yet to see each other between Post 14 and Morgantown. They have seen each other a little bit this year. So that's kind of interesting.
It's a 2-2 count now to Starcher. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and it'll be a foul ball on the hit and run attempt.
And again, you'll see some of these teams travel to the other teams' tournaments, or some of them are just in the same area, so that leads to similar matchups, or they'll run into each other in a tournament.
Billick at 44 pitches, so he's ahead of the pace of Sheets on the other side, despite having given up a run. Not an earned run, but, you know. Two, or 3-2, fouled off as the runner went.
Yeah, I think with, like you said, 3-2 count, you're seeing the runners in motion. It's an opportunity for South Charleston to probably push another one across here if they're able to get a base hit. The runner doesn't go here and it ends up being ball 4.
Ball 4, yep. They'll put runners on first and second here with 1 out.
So we'll see if Billy can work his way out of it. I mean, a little bit of pressure on him here with the 2 guys on. Find ways on base, and like we said, South Charleston already has an early 1-0 lead, so and they extend it out a little bit with the way Sheets has pitched. You would feel good about being in control of a little bit of a bigger lead, though.
This is going to be hit for a base hit by Fry into right field. Will send the runner home from third, and he makes it across. Gavin Comer scores for the second time. That makes it 2-0. South Charleston. Here in the bottom of the first, or the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, extending that lead out to 2-0. Good piece of hitting there, and Comer again, like you said, he's shown ability to get on and come around to score. So South Charleston now with the runners on the corners, only one out, could be a big inning for them.
Runner goes, and this is going to be hit into the gap by Chuck Kelly. That's going to bring in another run, potentially a second one, as the runner will come all the way from first base as you run on the pitch. And that will, in fact, score Carson Fry from first base. South Charleston's opened up a 4-0 lead now.
So does Wellsburg come out and talk things over a little bit here? Looks like they're going to, down 4-0. They may make their change now, or maybe try to see if Billy can get through this inning. Depending on your pitching depth and how confident you are in some of your other guys, I think they're at least going to try to see if he can get this batter, if he can get an out here and then get through the inning, and then maybe you go into your bullpen a little bit. But overall, it's been a good start. It's hard to pitch, though, when you're not getting much offense, and that's been the case really for both of these guys, but at least on the Sheet side, you had a 1-0 lead. So I think they'll try to see if he can get through the fourth here and only giving up these 4 runs total, and then you turn the ball over. But actually, I think they did take the ball from him, so it's just a long mound visit it looked like initially, but I think they are going to make a change. Unless yeah, we got a new pitcher.
Yep. So let's take a 30-second break as they change pitchers. We'll be back with more American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Back with our new pitcher. It'll be a straight swap of pitcher and first base. Hunter Mozingo will now throw on the mound for Wellsburg, now down 4-0 here in the fourth. Pitching changes brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361.
Number 25, Hunter Mazengo, leaving the mound and going to first
Caleb
base.
Billett goes 3 1/3, gives up 4 runs, 3 earned on 4 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Mozingo will start off with the number 9 hitter, Tyler Richardson. So South Charleston has opened things up here in the bottom of the fourth, Nick.
Yeah, it's been a big inning. You've seen the offense come through. Now you have to make a pitching change. Overall, it was a good start on the mound. You got through this point with just 1 run given up. But South Charleston, certainly a good hitting team, and they found a way to have a little bit of a breakthrough inning and still have a chance to add some more. So
the 1-0 is hit into shallow center. It's going to be the shortstop DeFranco that backs up and makes the catch for out number 2.
That's, I think, good coming out of the pen. You're able to get that first guy out, and now there's 2 gone here in the inning. You still have a runner on second to deal with, but with 2 outs, you feel like you can kind of just focus on the batter and see if you can get out of this inning with, again, still within reach at just a 4-0 deficit.
It's a bouncer on the first pitch to Youngblood. The 1-0 count. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. South Charleston up 4-0 here in game 1 for both of these teams in the West Virginia American Legion State Tournament. 1-0 runs inside for ball 2. South Charleston's gotten into the bullpen for Wellsburg. The 2-0 will get across the plate for a strike. Bodes well now for Sammy Sheets on the mound for South Charleston, who has yet to allow a hit. Runner goes, trying to steal third, throw down, misses, and gets in the left field to make it 5-0. Chuck Kelly will come across and score. A steal of third, and then error allows him to score.
Yeah, those little mistakes gotta try to cut down on those, especially now that you're down 5-0. You don't want to make poor throws that lead to more runs that you didn't need to give up. So that always really hurts, especially if you're in a situation where you're going to have to come back.
Time called.
And it extends this inning a little bit.
And
you're going to see that anyway.
3-2 count. This will extend the inning. Ball 4.
And I guess, too, it takes the pressure off of the hitter there because there's nobody on base. So even if you were to get out, you don't feel like you left the guy stranded or left the opportunity gone. But now you do have another guy back on the base paths.
First pitch from Braden Sloan will be popped up towards foul territory and out of play.
Right over by the camera.
It was close enough that the fielders for Wellsburg ran over, tried to make a play. And yeah, close to our camera on the third base side. Oh, 0-1 count now to Sloan. We'll get a throw over to first. Trying to keep Youngblood honest.
It'd be cool if somebody made like a catch right over the camera. Third baseman comes into your living room.
Here's a ground ball to shortstop. DeFranco has to make a big throw over, bounces, and in time for out number 3. A big 4-run inning for South Charleston. Puts a crooked number up on the board, makes it 5-0 overall. We'll go to the 5th inning after a 60-second break. It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
It's now 5-0 South Charleston here in their first game of the American Legion State Tournament. Here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The 5-run lead over Wellsburg, post 34 for post 94. Top of the 5th inning brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality, design, and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. Sammy Sheets will come back onto the mound. He's going to face 7, 8, 9 in the Wellsburg lineup. DiCaprio, Nicely, and Billick. First pitch of the inning. High fly ball into shallow left center field. Running in and making the catch is Braden Sloan from center.
And an ideal way to start the inning against Sheets, who besides some walks has been very, very good out there on the mound. So maybe your approach should probably be a little bit to be patient, since he has given up those walks. But
yep, that's his 65th pitch. Here into the 5th inning. Brings up Hunter nicely, who struck out swinging first time. Takes a ball on the first pitch.
Other than that, though, he's just kind of rolled through this lineup pretty unscathed.
This is a pop-up, shallow in the infield. Running in and making the catch is Gavin Comer from third. So 2 quick outs for Sammy Sheets after having a couple slightly longer innings. Last few innings. He had a 3 up, 3 down in the first and the third, but then 2 walks in the second, and he gave up a walk in the fourth.
If Sheets is able to get through this 1, 2, 3, you head back bottom of the 5th, get those bats right back up after swinging and hitting and getting across 4 runs in that last half inning.
Billick took a strike to start the at-bat, then a ground ball to second base, bobbled, but then collected by Kelly and thrown to first. And there's another 1, 2, 3 inning for South Charleston. Still 5-0 after 4.5 innings. Go to the bottom.
If you're going to hit like trash all day, I tell you what, I got a real chance here. Oh, hey, speaking of, I was coming down the road the other day back from McIntosh Valley, and I saw a billboard with these crazy deals that Panhandle Dumpsters have.
True. Hey, come on.
Oh, and did you know that if you sign up, you get your first month free? Dude, sorry, man. But I just wish somebody would have told me about these crazy deals that Panhandle Dumpsters has.
Drew, how many times have I told you to sign up for Panhandle Dumpsters? They give away discounts for first responders, veterans, and seniors. If you pay for a whole year, you get the 13th month free. Now shut up and watch me hit this drive.
Signing up with Panhandle is like a hole-in-one every day.
Five, 4, 3, 2. Moving on to the bottom of the 5th. Brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Still a 5-0 lead after another 3 up, 3 down inning for South Charleston's pitcher Sammy Sheets, who has only allowed walks when it comes to the base runners for Wellsburg after 5 innings. 2 more innings to go. He can get himself the win. 2 straight balls to start off the first at-bat of the bottom of the 5th. Jaden Lester.
Right, if his offense keeps playing like they finished the last half inning, may not have to do that. You never know. I mean, it's only 5-0, but last inning you put up 4, so.
Foul ball in the 2-0. Mozingo was able to come in. He's starting his first full inning of work. He came in and got a pop-up from Tyler Richardson. Gave up a walk and then a ground out to end the inning. Here's a nice shot in the left center field by Lester, and this is going to fall past the glove of the left fielder into the gap and to the wall. Easy stand-up double to start the bottom of the 5th for Jaden Lester.
Yeah, that was a shot there to deep left center field. I thought for maybe a second the left fielder was going to rob him, but couldn't quite get to it there, and really well hit ball. So, again, South Charleston has a chance to continue to add on to this nice 5-0 lead here in the bottom half of the inning.
First pitch swinging is Dixon, the cleanup hitter. Throw to first by Matt Gear from third is in time for the out. not able to move over the runner with the next at-bat. It looks like Gavin Kaczynski is warming up for Wellsburg in the bullpen. And another first pitch swing from Gavin Comer is going to fall in for a hit. Only going from second to third is Lester, as you have to wait for that one to drop. That'll be a one-out single. So a great day at the plate for Comer.
He's scored in each of his last 2 times getting on base.
He had that hard hit line drive over to right field that hit off the glove of Nicely in his first at-bat. It was a 3-base error. Then he had a single last time. And now a single this time. Runners on the corners with 1 out. First pitch to Starcher is low and outside. Two hits to allow 2 base runners here in the 5th. Pickoff attempt goes wide past the first baseman. Billick has to go and grab it. Easily scoring from third is Jaden Lester to make it 6-0. And also allows the runner from first to go over to second.
So we talked about it, I think, already, that the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 7 p.m. against the winner of our closeout game tonight, Game 4. Then the loser of this game will play the loser of Game 4. So either way, you have a tough matchup. Either the defending state champions if you win or lose.
Long fly ball at the center field. Catch is going to be made by McFarland for the second out. It's going to allow the runner to tag from second to third.
So you can either play the defending state champions of Berkeley Post 14 or the best team in the state, Morgantown, record-wise. So it's tough. For this is a tough draw here, Game 2.
It is, absolutely. South Charleston, though, if they keep this up, looks more than capable of putting up a lot of runs as they have so far. There's a strike to start the at-bat to Carson Fry. It'll be a lot tougher competition in that game, though, as you mentioned. At least if you go off of record, swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, you don't want to discredit Wellsburg, but they did have kind of a tough season overall.
0-2 outside. Yep, 4-9 record overall. They were able to get hot, beat Parkersburg, move on out of the area tournament. But there's been a bit of a layoff since then. A lot of times.
I think it would be different if they were the area champs. If they would have beat Wheeling too, then you would feel like, okay, this team can maybe go on a big run here. But that wasn't the case. They still, really struggled against Wheeling. So it's tough to see them doing much in this tournament, based off of their resume. But that's, what's fun about baseball. Anything can happen at any given moment, and they're still not done in this one. I mean, it's not over till that last out. So.
Yep. A ball on the 0-2 makes it 1-2. And now here's a fly ball out towards left field. O'Mary tries to get under it, and he will make the catch on the run for the third out. So South Charleston's going to, for the first time, leave Gavin Comer stranded on third base after he had scored in his first 2 at-bats. South Charleston does add on with a 6th run, 6-0. We'll move on to the 6th inning here in the first day of the American Legion State Tournament after the 60-second break. American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Top of the 6th inning on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 is brought to you by Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, on online at parsonsford.com. It's a 6-0 lead for South Charleston here over Wellsburg. They are cruising right now as Sammy Sheets enters his 6th inning of work. He's given up 4 walks, but those are the only base runners Wellsburg's been able to draw.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the run South Charleston's been on in the month of July. Just 2 losses and 10-2 overall. One of the 3 teams that have beat them in their last 3 losses is Morgantown Post 2. So, we talked about possibly that matchup in the next round.
And a line drive into the glove of Chuck Kelly. Nice snag, made it second base.
He's had a great game.
And that'll be the first out of the inning, and that's only the 71st pitch by Sammy Sheets. Through 5 1/3 now.
Yeah, he's just rolled. And again, the teams have been very aggressive at the plate.
Trying to bunt for a hit. This will be foul. I mean, if you can't get one any other way, you might as well at least give it a try. But Braden McFarland's not able to do it on the first attempt. Here's another 0-1. Another square round, but pulled back. 1-1 now. McFarland popped up to first base and struck out in his first 2 at-bats. And here's one that gets away from Sheets. Goes to the backstop.
I mean, they're going for their 10th win in a row. If you count the Charleston game on Saturday, which, even though it's not on our record, obviously I think you would count it. I mean, so South Charleston's probably the hottest team, or one of the hotter teams heading into this tournament.
They will again try to bunt for a hit, but it's going to go right back to Sheets. He's going to throw on to first for the out.
Morgantown, obviously, 28-5, so they're probably on some sort of big winning streak as well.
2 more quick outs for Sheets.
Morgantown hasn't lost since losing to Rowan County 10-3, which I believe is in North Carolina. Yeah. So their last loss in the state, guess who? Post 14.
Garrett Moore will step in and take a strike on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Because I don't think Post 21 is West Virginia, the Renegades. I think that's another North Carolina or something like that.
0-1 is hit foul. Lester from first tries to make a play on it, but it goes over the fence.
And they've had some close ones. They barely slipped by Post 60. Clarksburg gave them a good game, but Morgantown's just rolling. Their only losses in the state are, again, to Post 14.
Sheets shakes off his catcher. Now gets the sign he likes on the 0-2. And here's the pitch. So chopper, ground ball. It's going to be a tough play. And the runners, second baseman and shortstop run into each other. And then a throw to first made. Would have been late, but makes the throw anyway, and it gets away. And it allows Garrett Moore to get the second base. I think you got to say, that breaks up the no-hitter.
Yeah. It's a tough one to lose it on because it wasn't necessarily a hard hit ball, but sometimes that's how it works out. But overall, I mean, no hitter or not, perfect game or not, it's been very impressive from Sheets, and I think he's telling his guys, out there, hey, just calm down, we're fine, everything's gonna be all right. We got a nice 6-0 lead, only a runner on second. There's 2 outs, so you still feel confident if you're Sheets and if you're.
Number 25, Hunter Mozingo.
If you're Sheets and, of course, South Charleston.
Foul ball on the first pitch to Mozingo. Moore was able to get on base with that ball. Bounced high in the air. I think it would have been a really tough play for Kelly to try to make it in time. But even after running into Youngblood, shortstop, tried to make the throw over. And sailed it wide. Garrett Moore on second base, trying to be the first run across for Wellsburg. And a ball on the 0-1. Makes it 1-1. Next pitch bounces low. I think that 0-1 pitch surprised us all that it wasn't called strike 2. 2-1 pitch, or no, Sheets will try to throw back to second and sails the pickoff attempt in the center field, but Garrett Moore will stay at second. It dribbles into center. Braden Sloan is able to get it. Sheets, here's the 2-1. Breaking ball, doesn't break enough. Inside for ball 3. Now the 3-1. It's going to be hit into the air. Right field. Carson Fry's underneath it. Makes the catch for the third out. So South Charleston finally gets a infield hit up on the board. But that's all that they're able to do. Stranding a runner and sending us to the bottom of the 6th. Still in a 6-0 game. Take a 60-second break and be back with South Charleston's at bat here in the bottom of the 6th. This is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Well, another new pitcher for Wellsburg, post 34. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 South Charleston. They come up the bat. New pitcher is Matt Gear for Wellsburg. Hunter Mozingo gets Wellsburg through the 4th and all the way through the 5th.
Now pitching for Wellsburg.
To make it 1 2/3 innings pitched for him.
From the mound to third base.
Yeah, we'll see what Gear can do. I mean, obviously South Charleston's heated up a little bit with the big innings as of late, but Wellsburg still in the game. They need to see a good pitching performance here to give their team a chance, but still very much in it. So
1 2/3 innings pitched for Mozingo, 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 run given up. 5 runs charged in the end to Caleb Billick. He started off for Wellsburg. It'll be 8-9-1 in the lineup. Do it for South Charleston. Hasn't been an easy part of the lineup, though. Chuck Kelly has himself 3 RBIs on the day, and he'll lead things off. First pitch from Gear is going to be lined in the right field, and nicely is going to have the ball pop off of his glove. So an error to start things out and get a runner on base for South Charleston.
Yeah, hard hit ball, but you got to make that play out there and right. If you're Wellsburg, so that's tough. Start the inning, especially for a new pitcher out there. He comes out. First pitch is an error, so now he's going to have to adjust out there on the mound with a runner on.
First pitch to Tyler Richardson's a ball.
Number 8, Tyler Richardson.
Richardson's 0 for 2. Fly to left field, popped up to shortstop. Another one outside, this time way outside. Garrett Moore is able to grab it, though. First day of the West Virginia State American Legion Tournament. From P.O. Faulkner Park in Martinsburg. Strike 2 on the 2-0. Dylan Bishop, Nick Verzolini with you on the call. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. So Bridgeport get an 8-inning, 1-0 win. Start off the tournament, and the runner goes. Throw down. Safe at second base. Closer than it seemed like it was going to be on that play.
Yeah, initially I didn't really think it would be too close either, but you saw a good throw there from the catcher and a pretty close tag, but I think Kelly did get in there.
Snuck the hand in just barely. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Put the runners on first and second. It's an error and a walk to start off the inning.
Greer looked a little wild in his warm-up pitches as well. So,
well, Wellsburg does have to. They can't let this get too far out of hand if they even want to come up in the top of the 7th.
Right.
Because, technically, winning run on deck with a 6-run lead and 2 runners on base.
Yeah.
Runners will go, double steal attempt, foul ball.
And I think the other thing to consider, though, on the other side of things is you're down 6-0, so you don't probably want to use too much of your pitching. Whoever you had going tomorrow is not going to pitch. I don't know how much pitching they have, but, I would think that they probably want to save some of their bigger arms still and maybe go a little bit down in their rotation for the remainder of this one, even with it still technically being within reach. 6-0, still a pretty big comeback. And when you have more games to be played and you only have a limited roster, you probably want to keep as many guys available as you can.
0-1 pitch. It's going to be hit into left field. It's going to be pretty much right at O'Mary out in the left. He makes the catch.
And for all we know, Gear could be the guy here that gets you out of it and can pitch some big innings for you.
That was Youngblood flying out for the first out of the inning.
Gear had a big day at the plate in that win over Parkersburg. I think he had 4 hits, I saw. So
Braden Sloan steps in, looks at a pitch inside for ball 1.
Certainly, a talented player.
1-0 pitch. It's a bouncer. 2-0. Sloan so far 0 for 3. 2 fly outs to left, ground out to short. Jammed on this swing, but ball will stay foul. Keep the at-bat alive. It's only the first strike of the at-bat. 2-0. Or 2-1. Next one, ground ball. Shortstop going to be a tough play for him. And he will flip it on to second base for the force out there. That'll be the only play they have.
Yeah, I thought for a second that was going to roll through into center field, possibly score another run for post 94. But get all my numbers mixed in there. 64, 94,
34,
65.
A lot of numbers to keep track of.
I don't know how they number these things either, because it's not really.
I believe it's the order they're created in, as we get a wild pitch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just mean like, you'd think like post 65 would be next to post 64. So like Charleston's post 65, so like South Charleston could be post 64 or post 66. That has nothing to do with that.
That might make it easier. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, but I only know, like, there's not 94. I don't think there's 90. Well, I guess there is. Is it just random numbers? Like,
I believe it's the order that they're created in. The Wheeling is post 1 because they were the first American Legion in West Virginia. Ground ball to second base. Throw on to first by DiCaprio. And that'll end the inning. So no runs up on the board in the bottom of the 6th, but Wellsburg is down to their last 3 outs, down by 6 runs. See if South Charleston closes out the win to advance here in the state tournament for American Legion Baseball. And this is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
John's Pool Supplies, your local one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool needs. Located at 237 Eagle School Road, John's Pool Supplies has over 30 years of experience and a large selection of products, services, and supplies for your pool or hot tub. From custom liner installation and pool inspections to free water testing, call John's Pool Supplies at 304-267-2000 or go to johnspoolsupplies.com.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
We'll move on. In this game, we're at the top of the 7th. Now, the bottom of the 6th was brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. This half inning will be brought to you by Mother Shuckers Crab Shack, located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Sammy Sheets will try to go for the complete game, only at 83 pitches. So he's got 27 pitches to work with, and he sure has been below that pace.
Yeah, he should be fine, right? I mean, based on what we've seen so far.
Right. But only giving up 1 hit and 4 walks.
I mean, Wellsburg's already proven to be kind of a miracle-type team that they are in this game based off of their regular season. People probably didn't expect them. I'm sorry, Wellsburg. I think I called him Wellsburg, but...
First pitch swinging is Gear, hits it out to right field and right at Carson Fry for the first out.
But, they've gone on this great run, so anything is possible with this team, it feels like. But it will be quite the task now with 1 out, only 2 outs to work with, down 6 against Sheets, who, like you said, has plenty of pitches to work with.
Ball 1 comes in here. Yeah, I think you just had your starter wasn't able to keep it together for an entire game. Started to lose it in the 4th inning. He was pitching well up to that point. Ball 2 comes in. But then he just ran into a buzzsaw on the other side. Sammy Sheets, like you said, that 1 hit he's allowed was even not exactly great contact for Wellsburg. Infield single. Baltimore chop, basically. 2-1 count now. And this is going to run in and hit Zach O'Mary. That'll get him on base for the 2nd time. Drew a walk in the 2nd inning. So, I believe he will be the first player on Wellsburg to reach base twice. Yes, he is.
Number 3, DJ DiCaprio.
Be a pretty impressive task if they were, or being pretty crazy if there was somebody else that had, because again, like you said, Sheets has been great outside of the walks and that 1 little hit
First pitch to TJ DiCaprio, won't find the zone. And neither will this pitch. Makes it 2-0. Six strikeouts on the day so far for Sheets as he tries to close this one out for the complete game shutout.
See if he can regain his control.
This is a high fly ball, but into pretty shallow left field, and a pretty easy play for Tyler Richardson to make.
So, down to your final out to advance to tomorrow's 7 p.m. game against the winner of tonight's 7 p.m. game between Morgantown Post 2 and the defending champion and tournament host, Berkeley Post 14.
So Triton Myers will be a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter, number 11, Clayton Myers.
Pinch hitting for Hunter Nicely. The right fielder in the number 8 spot. He will swing and miss at the first pitch.
And the next game we have at 4 p.m., Wheeling Post 1, Charleston Post 65. Should be a pretty good game as well. We got some time.
Right, yeah, we were wondering if they would just keep time static or if games ended early, they would just go about 30 minutes after the last one. But it does look like they'll just keep them static, go by the clock. And there's strike 3 swinging. 7th strikeout for Sammy Sheets. Completes the one-hit shutout. And a 6-0 victory for South Charleston Post 94 over Wellsburg Post 34. And just a pretty dominant performance by Sheets. Really dominant performance. Pretty dominant overall for South Charleston.
Yeah, it took them a little bit to get going offensively, but overall a great win. And, you advance in the tournament. Well, Wellsburg had a, good effort. I think they had some good moments as well, but couldn't really ever get the bats going. Their pitching gave them a solid start to begin the game, but then they got down, and we never really saw all the offense. So Sheets throws a good game, and then offensively South Charleston showed what they can do. They're coming into this tournament playing good baseball, and that continues. So we'll see what kind of run they can make. For Wellsburg, loser plays the loser of the night game, and they play tomorrow at 1. So see how they can do tomorrow at 1 against either Post 14 or Morgantown, which is going to be a very tough matchup with how good both of those teams are. And obviously Wellsburg, though, will give them a good fight. So we'll see.
Right. Well, we'll take a 2-minute break, come back with the post-game show. It's American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
Post-game show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Just jump right into our game summary, brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. South Charleston gets the win 6-0. They get 6 runs on 6 hits. They have 1 error. Wellsburg post 34. No runs, 1 hit, 4 errors on their side. And their game stats brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online, fordofhagerstown.com. When it comes to South Charleston post 64, 3 RBIs for Chuck Kelly, the second baseman out of the 8th spot in the lineup. Then it's 1 RBI for Carson Fry. He goes 1 for 2 officially on the day. Chuck Kelly goes 1 for 2 officially himself. And then Sammy Sheets pitches a shutout. 1-hit shutout. 6 innings, 1 hit, 5 walks, 7 strikeouts for him. And I think that probably makes him a pretty easy Rocks Local Markets Player of the Game. Convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, and friendly. Rocks. Nick?
Yeah, Sheets, I mean, he was great there on the mound, pitched very well, kept things in check, and, did a good job on the mound, and, helped lead this team to victory. So I think you got to be happy with his performance out there. And anytime you can use just one pitcher or very minimal pitchers, 1, it means your guy had a really good game and is probably going to be winning our player of the game. And 2, it sets you up well for the rest of this tournament because you didn't have to use too many arms. Now it probably limits. I mean, he may not be able to go until the championship if you're able to make it that far, but still, great performance. So,
well, with that, I think that's going to wrap us up here for Game 2. We'll be back probably 10 minutes before the next game, which should be about 3:50 for a 4 o'clock first pitch between post 1 of Wheeling and post 65 of Charleston. Till then, we'll get you some alternative programming, and we'll be back here in just a little over an hour. For Nick Verzolini next to me, Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long for now from P.O. Faulkner Park as we continue day 1 of the American Legion State Baseball Tournament here from Martinsburg. This has been American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online at talkradiowrnr.com.